Hello everyone. How are you all? I hope all is well. In our previous video, that is part 2 of the chapter crop production and management, we have discussed about the types of crops, that is kharif crop and rabi crop. Just recalling once, the crops which are sown in the rainy season are called kharif crop, and the crops which are grown in winter season are called rabi crops. Some of the example of kharif crops are paddy, maize, millet, soya bean, groundnut and cotton. Whereas some of the example of rabi crops are wheat, gram, peas, mustard and linseeds. Now there is one activity for you all. You have to categorize these crops on the basis of kharif crop and rabi crops. Which of the following crops are kharif crop and which are rabi crop? You have to just note it down in your notebook. Which are kharif crop and which are rabi crop. Written? Okay. So now I'm going to tell you the right answer. Paddy, maize and groundnut are kharif crop, whereas wheat, pea and mustard are rabi crops. Okay, so moving to the basic practices of crop production. Actually, in order to raise a crop or to cultivate a crop successfully and profitably also for the food production, a farmer has to perform a large number of tasks in a sequence. That is, one after the other, the farmers have to perform a various number of tasks. And the various tasks performed by a farmer to produce a good crop are called agricultural practices. The various agricultural practices which are carried out at various stages of crop production are preparation of soil, which is further divided into plowing and leveling. Second is the selection and sowing of seeds. Replenishment of nutrients in the soil, that is adding manures and fertilizers. Next is irrigation, crop protection, that is the removal of weeds, harvesting, and at the last the storage of food grains. In addition to these regular agricultural practices, one more agricultural practice which is called rotation of crops, I repeat, which is called rotation of crops, is undertaken sometimes to improve the fertility of soil and increase the crop yield. The various agricultural practices require certain tools or implements which are called agricultural implements. And in this chapter, we will describe all the agricultural practices in details to know about how food is produced on a large scale. So starting from the first one, that is the preparation of soil. We all know that the uppermost layer of the earth is called soil. The crop plants are grown in soil and the soil provides mineral, water, air, humus to the soil. The soil also anchors the plant. That is, it fixes firmly the plant to the ground. The preparation of soil is the first step in cultivating a crop for food production. The soil is prepared for sowing the seeds of the crop by plowing and leveling. The process of loosening and turning the soil is called plowing or tilling. The plowing or tilling is done in the field by using an implement called plow. These plows are made up of wood or iron, and they have an iron tip for easy penetration into the soil. The plows are pulled by a pair of bullocks or by a tractor. Actually, the plowing of small field is done with the help of animals like bullocks, while the large fields are plowed by using tractors. Now we will discuss about the loosening of the soil by plowing is beneficial to us and why it is beneficial. The loose soil helps the root to penetrate deeper through the layers of soil, and this helps to fix the plants more firmly. The loose soil particles have more air spaces in them, which helps the root of the crop plant to breathe better. The loose soil allows the roots of the plant to breathe easily even when the roots are deeper. And why this happens? This is because the loose soil can hold a lot of air in its spaces. The loose soil helps in the growth of worms and microbes present in the soil who are friends of the farmer. Why they are friends of the farmer? Since they help in further turning and loosening of the soil, and they also add humus to the soil. For example, earthworm. Earthworm turn the soil and loosens the soil and also add humus to the soil. The soil organisms decomposes the dead plant and animal, and various nutrients in the dead organisms are released back into the soil. And these nutrients are again absorbed by the plants. The loosening and turning of soil brings the nutrients rich soil to the top so that the plants can use their nutrients. The loose soil particles have more air spaces which help the root of the crop plant to breathe better. The loose soil particles hold more water for a longer duration, and this helps the roots to absorb more water. So I hope now the preparation of soil, in which only one part we have discussed, that is plowing or tilling, is clear to everyone. In our next video, we will discuss about leveling and a very little about manuring. So let us recall what we have learned till now. Agricultural practices are activities in a particular sequence undertaken by farmers over a period of time to cultivate a crop. The various agricultural practices are preparation of soil, in which we do plowing and leveling, selection and sowing of seeds, replenishment of nutrients in the soil, that is manuring and fertilizing, irrigation, crop protection, harvesting and storage. Preparation of soil is the first step of growing crops. It involves two steps, plowing and leveling. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called plowing or tilling, and plowing is done by a plow. What are the advantages of plowing? The loose soil helps the roots to penetrate deeper through the layers of soil. Roots penetrate deeper into the layers and helps to fix the plant more firmly. Loose soil particles have more air spaces which help the root of the crop plant to breathe better. Loose soil promotes the growth of earthworms and microorganisms. Earthworms add humus to the soil, and soil organisms decompose the dead plants and animals and release the nutrients back to the soil. And these nutrients are again absorbed by the plants. Loose soil particles hold more water for a longer duration, and this helps the roots to absorb more water. Manure and fertilizers easily mix in the loose soil. Loosening of soil helps to remove weeds from the fields. So these were the benefits of loosening soil. In our next video, we will be learning about the leveling and manuring process, and one more point we will learn agricultural implements. Till then, keep learning, keep reading. Thank you.